Hello YouTube. I suppose you could say this is a combination of a bit of a roundup video combined with a point which occurred to me earlier on today. Now the first thing I'd like to discuss is this story here on the Telegraph Online, and it's entitled World Markets Panic Over the Eurozone. But I'm not particularly going to go into what it says below, but I'd like to use the title of this story to build upon by discussing what's actually happened this week from my own point of view. Now, I'm sure many of you will have heard about the 750 billion euro bailout package that the Eurozone countries threw together last weekend in an attempt to stem the declines the euro has been suffering against the world's other major currencies. Now, the markets, when the details of the bailout package were released to them on Monday, they were quite positive to begin with, and the euro began to rise quite dramatically against the dollar from around 125 within a day. The euro had gone back up to around 131 against the dollar, but soon after that the markets soon began to show their doubt that the Eurozone countries would be able to implement any sort of successful austerity packages and actually begin to decrease their levels of debt, let's say, because pretty soon after the rise up to 131.5, the euro once more began to decline against the dollar, and after starting out at 125 on Monday morning, the euro finished at around 123. So this is Bloomberg.com, and this is the market data currency section, and this shows you, this table shows you how currencies compare with one another in as far as their values. Now, if you look at the bottom of the left hand column there, the USD, and then the second column along from the left is the euro. After the space, after the US dollar, it clearly shows there that the euro finished off at 123.58 against the dollar on Friday. So the markets have clearly shown their lack of faith in the Eurozone bailout package, because the euro has actually finished off lower at the end of the week than where it began at the beginning of it. Okay, so that's that thing covered. Secondly, I did a video yesterday about silver, dealers of silver not having any supply of silver to sell. Now, Sarnia Silver, who I sometimes buy from on Guernsey on the Channel Islands, they were without any sort of inventory for a couple of days. Excuse me, but they're actually saying today on their site that they've got eagles, maples, philharmonicas back in stock, and $17.99 inclusive of UK delivery. Now, all I can say from that is, in the past 6 to 8 weeks, philharmonicas, I could buy them from here for $15.99. So as a reflection of the increased demand that these companies are seeing from customers, obviously the price is beginning to rise. Philharmonicas have probably gone up around £2 per round. So but of course that's how markets are supposed to work. When demand increases, obviously prices increase. So there's nothing wrong there, and that's, I'm sure, what many of us had expected to happen over time. Now the third subject is I did a video yesterday and as I say, the video was entitled Silver, Sorry We Don't Actually Have Any, and in that video I discussed the decline in the euro and the fact that many silver sales companies, let's say, were actually out of stock due to an increased demand. Now, people are saying that gold and silver are entering into a mania, and that that the market is oversold. Now, to me it adds up that if you look at this video I did yesterday, I had 434 views on this so far, and it's obviously showing by the amount of views how much interest there is in this subject, i.e. silver and precious metals as an investment. Now, even the most successful amongst us, which I would probably say is a chap called John, who has a channel called Stellaconcepts. He's actually on holiday at the moment, but just as an example, he did a video a week or so ago entitled Booyah, Silver and Gold Dislocate, and I've seen videos on YouTube about dogs doing silly tricks and etc, etc, with millions of views, but even this video by John, as I say, one of the most successful precious metals analysts on YouTube, even his video after a week, it's only got less than 4,000 views. So to me, if there was any sort of a mania taking place in the precious metals market, I'm sure we would see that mania reflected in massively higher view figures for videos associated with the subject of precious metals. Currently, obviously, no, there's no massive increases in as far as the views we're getting. So I think that's something to watch for. Obviously, silver companies are now showing shortages because an increase in sales is occurring, but I'm sure before long we ought to see a massive increase in the viewing figures associated with videos on the subject of precious metals. So anyway, that's something to watch out for. So I do my best, I suppose, to try and bring a little bit of info to you guys, and I also enjoy doing this as well. So I hope you get a bit of pleasure out of it, as I do, and thank you for your time. I'll speak to you later. Bye bye.